It's like everybody says, when they announce V2, it's like, oh well, Cody's gonna miss the bull market again. Well, now it's like a fast track with more tentacles out there for the next time the market gets juicy, right?
Yeah,
and Cody's always said, like, we're not building for one bull, we're not building for one bear. We're building something that will be pertinent forever. And privacy was that new meta. And look how long, when you look at some of the other viral narratives like NFTs, food coins, AI, blah, blah, blah. List goes on and on for the last little while. Of course, AI is still a thing, but like, I don't know about AI stocks or AI coins, tokens. I haven't really heard too much about that. But privacy has been a narrative and keeps getting stronger. And I think what we'll see with privacy is there will still be new hot narratives, but privacy will always be there because privacy is the enabler, especially for crypto, because like Shahaf and everybody's been saying, it's one of the biggest blockers, right?
Yeah,
so I think it's going to be important to be able to offer multiple ways of being able to deliver privacy at scale for cheap. And when we say cheap, for like negligible amounts of transaction cost.
Cold so slick, circus stay garbled. Encrypted hustle, no chains, no marbles. Faster than the rest, cost stays humble. Breaking through the game, watch others crumb. Nobody do it like this. Circuits in the mist, faster, cheaper, sharper, crypto alchemist. Others stuck in the lane, we flipping the twist. Gobble circuits, baby, we the future, don't miss. Others move slow, we quantum and speed. Blocks they can't touch, fulfilling the need. Chains bound tight, but we unshackled. While they debug, our code is tackled. What they can't do, we already done. Their game outdated, we just begun. Algorithms flex, they can't compete. Circuits garble, but the vision concrete. Nobody do it like this. Circuits in the mist, faster, cheaper, sharper, crypto alchemist. Others stuck in the lane, we flipping the twist. Garble circuits, baby, we the future, don't miss.
What's up, guys, and welcome to Season 3, Episode 3 of COTI Confidential on this April 13th, 2026. What's up, guys? How's it going?
Hey, everyone. How you doing? And we got a guest today, Mr. Vlad.
Yeah, Vlad's here.
Vlad?
You're muted, bro.
You need to unmute yourself, Vlad.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm new to to podcast, right? So, yeah, for me it's a pleasure. As I said when I was on mute, for me it's a pleasure to join COTI Confidential. I'm very happy to see you all and happy to see all of the people in the comments who will write Vlad is the best. So, thank you so much.
Oh, you
Welcome,
are?
man.
So, it's the truth. It's the gospel, mate. You are the best.
Appreciate it.
So, like, really quickly, Ben, just so people, everybody knows who you are because you've been around since 2017 or 2018?
2018 May.
2018. So from the beginning, basically, right?
Almost,
one of the first and one of the longest, right, to be a part of it. So just really quickly, just tell us like a super quick story, like who you are and what you do right now.
Yeah, no problem. So for those who don't know me, I'm Vlad, and I'm currently COTI head of community. and started in 2018 as a moderator when crypto was not so popular, and there was a lot of job over there, like as a moderators or supporters in the Telegram chats. I tried to find out some additional source of income, and I never heard about anything in crypto except Bitcoin. And I heard only about the word Bitcoin and nothing else. So I didn't know about technologies, etc. I just know that it was it pumped hard. So so I thought money is there, so I need to find out the Bitcoin company. So I try to reach out a lot of projects. Like I created my CV, etc. I reach out around, I don't know. I was very straightforward, and I reach out around 1,500 companies, something like that. I just took the list of the I forgot how this website was. I guess it was ICO drops or something. It's very old website where all of this information was about the pre-sales, etc. So there was a lot of companies who were listed there. So I just took the list, took first 1,500 companies and just wrote the message there. And only one company answered to me, and it was like historical one. So I'm here for 8 years already. Had a journey from moderator on Telegram chat to head of community, where I focus currently on ambassador program, on builders program, also working closely with all of the departments from developers to marketing to business development. Speak with top management, and I'm trying to build this chain to make our community more comfortable, and always to be 24/7 online to help our users to get this vibe, and just to make it as a second family. So yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks for being
We're
here.
lucky.
And I know you have.
We're very lucky to have you.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. I'm very lucky to have you guys.
Yeah. No, Soren's right. Very lucky to have you. And you've got something to discuss a little bit later on. But as we always like to start the show, let's kick it off with Soren's excellent, fresh weekly update.
Yeah, so the weekly update, I literally just posted it 5 minutes ago. I was a little bit busy over the weekend, so didn't get to write it before today, actually. And then we decided we were going to post it live on the Confidential show. So basically, community has been very much in focus in the past week. And that's primarily because COTI announced the winners of the vibe coding contest that's been going on for the last few months. So huge congrats to Pengo DeFi, one of the OG projects on our network. They've been there since day one. One of my big favorites. I like all the stuff they're doing. And to Whisper and to Noetica, which are two new projects that we're going to see a little bit more of, hopefully going forward. What I really think about when I see these things is the promise that we had from the beginning, the mission that was outlined in the beginning when we launched COTI V2, which is that COTI should be very, very easy to build on. It should be very easy to deploy on. That was the basic premise of Yarrow Labs and everything we're doing in Southeast Asia, and it is the premise for these kinds of contests that challenge community members and vibe coders in general to build and deploy. And it's all about it's that old I don't know catchphrase, paving the road for the next 100 million developers. So I always get super excited when I see this. I don't have time to do vibe coding myself, but I really like to see all the ideas that other people come up with. And we're going to discuss vibe coding a little bit more today. But of course, there are many other projects currently building on COTI, and we talk about community-led projects. One of the more prominent ones is the all-in-one privacy-centric CipherTrade wallet, which is done by Stefanos, one of our other OGs. It's currently going through the paces and testing for inclusion in the Apple App Store. So if you have an iPhone, please sign up for testing it. We had so many people asking when he launched the Android version, when iOS. There were literally 20 or 30 people who were going on about this. And now that he's in testing, you all need to go and sign up. It goes much quicker. The more people he has in his testing program, the quicker he gets it released in all its glory on the App Store. So,
Soren, if we got a link in that QR code there, that goes right to Test Flight and CipherTrade. So if you're on iOS and you want to help out, there's the link right now. If you need the actual link, we can send it to you.
Yeah, and it's once you've signed up, well, it's not even a sign up. Once you downloaded the Test Flight app, it's dead easy to do this. There's really zero effort involved here. And of course, the iOS Android versions of the wallet will have a bunch of features like swapping, encrypted chat, private tokens, wallet connect, biometric unlock, dApp browser, and it's multi-chain. And the best part is it's a perfect showcase for how fast, cheap, and versatile Garbled Circuits is, because Garbled Circuits is used widely across many of the features in the wallet. And it is cheap and it is fast, and you can see it live in the wild. Another one is Agora, which personally I'm looking forward to, which is focuses on private auctions. Also built by a community member. My understanding is it's coming to testnet soon. So if Rahul is listening in today, maybe he can post an update on where he is with Agora, because I think that's going to be a good one. Elsewhere, the boys from Privex have opened up some exciting, I think, new avenues for creating trading agents. Traditionally, you had to go to their platform and set up trading agents through there. But now you can use Claude, you can use OpenClaw or Hermes to go to GitHub, find the relevant API, and you're pretty much up and running. And that's if you know your way around those kinds of AI platforms. You can set up your trading agents there, and it's actually going to be quite interesting to see what performs better, if there is any difference at all. So quite interesting. But of course, the other interesting part in this is that the Privex is now branching out the whole AI trading agent concept and basically making it available to everyone. So I'm quite excited about that. And of course, it's still fresh in everyone's memory. So let's also cover a little bit about COTI Nightfall. I see quite often people talking about where the big partnerships are for COTI. We have no partnerships, no adoption, the usual complaints. Actually, we have one of the biggest partnerships you can imagine, which is a partnership with Ernst & Young. Ernst & Young is one of the big 4 global professional services firms. And if you're looking for big partnerships, this is essentially one of the biggest ones out there. And it's very, very relevant when it comes to crypto. And in my mind, it's what everyone's been screaming about. It's compliance-focused privacy combined with fast, lightweight, private, multi-party computation. As I like to say, Nightfall opens the doors because it's Ernst & Young's own baby. Garbled Circuit seals the deal because it's scalable, it's fast, it's cost-effective. It's also production-ready, which is, by that fact alone, it's miles ahead of everyone else. You got Ethereum mainnet integration, plus 2 or 3 more L1s and L2s probably this year. Both COTI and Ernst & Young are members of the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance Privacy Working Group, and this is where privacy standards and frameworks are being developed to get Ethereum ready for what's going to be an oncoming tsunami of institutional adoption once the relevant legislation passes in the US. They both have their eyes on the same price, which is bridging traditional finance institutions with blockchain technology to enable privacy and demand and speeding up adoption. So when you think about it from that angle, this is a partnership with very, very deep roots, and it's a partnership that is certain to speed up adoption of garbled circuits in the coming months and years. Yeah, Ernst & Young likely has a very healthy pipeline of clients that are just waiting for the go-ahead to start dipping their feet in this, and this will come in very handy. So, you all know that I like to take these alternative looks on things. I know that the Nightfall announcement didn't move price. It didn't do anything in the markets. And the markets generally, it seems a little bit that when you look at it right now, it sometimes seems like everyone's given up and gone home. And I think this is I always go back to what Shahab used to say. He likes to build in bear markets because you get a little bit more peace and quiet. And I don't know if we're in a bear market now, but it's certainly very quiet. But COTI just COTI just keeps building, and they keep shipping new features nonstop. And there's a lot more to come. We got new Treasure, we got Nodes ecosystem, we got a privacy bridge, which is very, very cool. A few of us, I hope I'm not saying anything I shouldn't, but a few of us have tested and tried it and played around with it a little bit. Very, very cool. And that's just to mention a few things. So this week's prognosis, as in most weeks, firmly bullish. So that was the weekly update.
Awesome. And excellent as always. And I love the fact that you were able to basically debut it live on show. So that was really cool. What did you think of that, Vlad? What do you think of the weekly updates in general?
It's especially amazing when it's made by Soren. So for me, it's 100% amazing news. There is, even though it seems like there is not much happened currently nowadays in crypto, there is a lot of things behind the scenes, and we can see that basically there is a lot of interesting updates in different sectors, and especially like the announcement of the vibe code winners, and also the release of iOS app of CipherTrade, which I already download. And again, just want to say, everyone who has an iPhone, just try it out. Guys, this is an amazing wallet where you can connect to Treasury, connect to like anything you want, bridge, swap, everything. Like NFTs are also there. Like send, receive, everything is like very fast, and also like very easy to use. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and definitely worth a try. And maybe if you have any suggestion or like things that you need to remove, just send a comment. I guess Stefanos will be very happy to see the feedback.
Yeah, Stefanos actually, and I think you touch on a good point, because CipherTrade wallet is Stefanos' baby. He doesn't have a team of 3 or 4 developers and all sorts of things. That's him alone doing all these things. And when you ask for something, or when you point out something that you're not happy with, assuming he agrees, it gets fixed and uploaded and updated very, very quick. He ships new features as fast as I've ever seen anyone done it. It's quite amazing.
So I have another special guest that I didn't tell you guys about, and I'm gonna bring him in now. You know this guy, but say hi to the man, Amateo. Welcome to the show.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Good morning, Amateo. What a nice surprise.
Also, happy to hear you and see you, Amateo, as always.
Yeah, nice to see you guys. Glad to crash the party here. So Awesome. I'm Soren. It's great to get some FaceTime after we got to jam kind of back and forth while I was at EY, and that was super fun. And yeah, you guys.
I know
what's
I'm
up?
not Tom Lee. I know I'm not Tom Lee. I know you're rubbing shoulders with the big knobs now. Yeah, but I'll have to do, mate.
You want the story of that, Soren?
Yeah. Tell me.
Yeah. You want the story of that? So I'm obviously at the EY event. I'm there to speak and present COTI Nightfall, but there's a digital asset summit that's also going on down the street in New York. So there's a lot of big players that descended into the city. And it's just at Amateo. There you go. Thanks to X though. Shout out X for giving me the owner of at Amateo. I'm super stoked about that still. But anyway, Soren. So I'm at the event, right? And I see your message about getting a selfie with Tom Lee, and it was like ingrained in my mind. And I was just rereading it, and I'm like, how am I going to pull this off? It's Tom Lee Day, and I literally look up, and he's standing right in front of me, talking to the event coordinator, and she's like, "We got to get you all mic'd up. You go on stage in like 5 minutes," and he's like, I would just like to get something to drink real quick. And so I said, I was like, I just stand up and Tom, I'll show you where to get something to drink. So I called Tom and I said, Tom, I know you're in a hurry. I just gotta trouble you for something. I've got a community member that's dying for me to get a photo with you. Would you just snap one with me real quick? And so he did it, and I nabbed the selfie. And then he went right to stage and spoke. He did his presentation. Once it was done, he was out the door and he was gone. So, I mean, I had about 30 seconds to get that photo because he didn't stay around and mingle. He had to get back to work. So that's the backstory. I thought it was kind of a funny, it was literally just a couple seconds that I had to be able to make that happen. But I made it happen, and I made it happen for you, Soren.
You are a legend for pulling it off. I wasn't sure whether you could, but I thought it'd be fun to give you the challenge. Legend, mate.
I wish I had more time to talk with him. He was really just a really kind person, and he was really, really, you could just feel his kindness and his warmth. So unfortunately, I'm not trying to pretend like I accomplished something with Tom Lee that I didn't. I got a selfie, and I showed him to the water station and said hello. But yeah. So what's up, you guys?
Soren, who will you ask next? Maybe Joe Bezos to take a picture with Amateo, no?
Well, we're gonna have to raise the bar a little bit for the next event that Amateo goes to. So I have to think about it a little bit.
So I'm glad you're here, Amateo, because Vlad wanted to talk about this as well, but I'm going to bring up our next kind of, segment here, and we'll talk a little bit about this.
Yeah.
And obviously, so you were all over this, but actually I just want to backtrack just one thing, because I did say something on the last show and I didn't have the exact numbers, but I heard that when you were pushing, obviously Amateo's from marketing, and I heard that when you were pushing all the COTI Nightfall news, you had some unbelievable impression numbers. Do you want to share those with us? Because I think people would like to hear that.
They're not just my impression numbers, and they're not public, unfortunately, but they were big. And part of that was distribution through all of the exchange feeds and how the exchange feeds presented news. You might have seen that where like the Binance news feed and some of these others. So it really got direct to the people who would be really interested in that. I would love to share those numbers. I think you alluded to one last time. You could speak to that, but they're not just my numbers, so I have to be a little mindful of that. But it did really, really well. It was a collaboration,
big, right?
It's really big, and the visibility was huge. The visibility just through the event and the live speaking opportunity, the people who the connections that were made, we're still working on with this. We're still expanding all of the relationships that we formed around this. And to kind of bridge the two, it's like everyone's kind of surprised the fact that you can literally use garbled circuits to program anything with privacy on chain. Like, people are very surprised that this is the case. and that it's proven. And the fact that we're going to be bringing Nightfall to market, and all the way to Ethereum mainnet, like this just opens up a lot of doors, you guys. I mean, it opens up a lot of doors, and there's still a lot of these other privacy primitives. I don't want to like talk anybody down, but a lot of them are in like their testing phases, or the ability to actually perform actual encryption of complex logic just isn't there. They might be able to like shield a token and then do like shielded transfers, right? Like that's kind of where you've got maybe some competition right now. But like from everything that I can see, and I'm happy to be proven wrong here, there is nowhere else out there that you can vibe code full encrypted privacy on chain and then have a protocol that's got all of this institutional frameworks coming to market to ETH natively. It's just huge. So I think the total package is really here. And the Nightfall thing, when I went there and I was gonna list it as a presenter, I didn't expect it to get the attention that it got. I didn't. Vlad posted the full presentation on YouTube, and just thank you, Vladdy, for that. Like I didn't expect that either. The reception was so great, and but I think that that's for good reason. It's that the technology is really good, the news is very exciting, and what we're doing is very unique. So yeah.
You touch on one point that I think is absolutely amazing. You're saying that a lot of people are surprised of what we can do with garbled circuits. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The fact is that one of the most influential figures in crypto, Paul Brody, gets it.
Yes,
yeah?
He does.
He doesn't need to be told what garbled circuits can do. We're in this partnership because he gets it. He gets that synergy that exists between Nightfall and garbled circuits.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
And that's an incredible help. And this is why I touched a little bit upon the value of that partnership, how big it actually is. I know it didn't pump the price, and we don't have 150 announcements right on the back of it. But that doesn't mean this is not a big partnership. EY is one of the big four, and you cannot underestimate the value of that.
And it's important to also recognize that like they're a serious blockchain player. The Nightfall has been in development for 6 years now. I mean, this is their 10th annual blockchain summit. They were like the #1 financial services firm that's been building for blockchain. So for us to be able to, we're going to be really leading the way with bringing Nightfall all the way to Ethereum mainnet here. It's just a killer opportunity for us. And yeah, this market, I think, has just been a wet blanket for a lot of the builders in the space. And I think that I mentioned this in some of my posts, and I think you guys even shared some of these, but like if you were to look at the market today, and I'm just going to talk about it generally, right? With even some of the news that you're seeing, you might think that like, oh, crypto's dead. You might think that, oh, the builders and the community, everyone's just leaving this space. There's no hope. It may feel hopeless, but like when I'm at that event, I'm hearing the biggest settlement firms in the world, DTC, Euroclear, the biggest financial services firms in the world, Morgan Stanley, all the biggest banks, and they're all saying, no, it's been decided that blockchain is the future of financial rails, and that everything that they're building is towards that end, and they are deploying, they're bringing these assets on chain, and they're doing it extremely aggressively. And they all agree now that this is the future. It's no longer a question. So really we have to keep building, and we have to prepare for this inevitability of trillions of assets coming into the space, and these rails being the future. Obviously what they need compliance, and they need privacy. It's the thing that's keeping them all at bay. And while other ones are projects and different institutions are trying to solve this in their own way, it's really going to be the layer twos solving this that are going to be the on-ramp for these. I mean, that's the consensus. That's the consensus. It's going to be layer 2s and rollups settling on ETH. And alongside that, there's going to be some permission chains. And we're going to see where it all shapes up.
And it's interesting because all the debate about the Clarity piece of legislation in the US and that whole stablecoin yield debate has actually shown a very, very big spotlight on exactly what you just said. The banks need to adapt or they die.
Yeah.
And even the banks are admitting it now. Jamie Dimon said it a few days ago. If we don't adapt, we're gone.
Yeah. And look, they at some point, I don't know when it was, but they realized that this was an inevitable future, and now they're all in. And I think that's kind of taking everyone by surprise. But that's because they saw the profit opportunity, right? Like don't pretend like it's just the tech, right? Like it's the fact that, these banks are missing out on billions of dollars with 2 to 3 day ACH settlement times because that money could be earning interest in real time. Like they need faster transfer of funds.
Yeah.
Let's take a community question here, and I know it's a bit maybe early to answer this, but if we look back at Shahaf's mission for 2026, when we were talking about roadmaps and what's next, he said that his mission is to make COTI the easiest chain to build on, and I would assume he would extend that also to COTI Nightfall. So I'm going to say, based on what Shahaf told us at the very beginning of this year, obviously that's going to be a priority, and I'll open that up to you, Amateo, and Vlad, if you wanted to say anything about that after. Just, mostly opinion, I guess, at this point.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's still early, right? We're still finalizing all the testnet stuff. It's important to think about the fact that Nightfall really is geared towards enterprises and institutions. And it's going to be a huge priority for us to make onboarding enterprises and institutions to Nightfall really seamless. Like that's it. We absolutely want to get that hurdle and that barrier down and provide a ton of education so that these can do this. And this is one of the things I was talking about with the team at EY was right now there's a lot of like banks are trying to find a solution. There is, in terms of moving on chain, there's a few blockchains that are trying to just service these banks to giving them a little bit more blockchain rails. Not all of it's happening on chain. But what about the tens of millions of other businesses and enterprises that need this technology? Like it's not, they need a way to be onboarded, and it needs to be simple. And they need to have these out of the box KYC, AML, identity frameworks so that there's a cost advantage to moving on chain. Not if it's too expensive and it's too difficult, nobody's going to do it. And that's where it was before. So yes, I think to your point, we do want to make that as easy as possible. It kind of remains to be seen if Nightfall will be the right choice for like us to vibe code it, because like what it's geared for is a little bit of a different target demographic. Will we want to have all of the docs be super easy that the enterprises, the builders, the developers in those enterprises can use AI vibe coding tools to get there, right? Like that, I'd say that there's the difference there is like GC has the ability to be built by the community. As I always talk about, I want token holders to become builders, and I want builders to build real cool stuff that has real impact, that can grow, and they can feel the satisfaction of building on something that they believed on for a long time, not just hope that others do. And then GC is going to be open to so many others, and it already is, projects, pilot programs, all these things that can actually use real programmable privacy. But we're going to build the docs, we're going to build the resources so that in the enterprise that wants to use Nightfall can use AI to simply, easily onboard in a low friction way that meets all this criteria that's been nothing but friction. Right. So that's how I look at it. A little bit different targets.
Yeah, no, that totally makes sense. And I have to keep reminding myself that, that's why Nightfall is one of the biggest things about it, is that it's regulatory compliant, and they have all this stuff kind of baked in, as you said, in your 15-minute talk there, which was awesome, by the way. I clipped it. We played it in full a couple times. I've urged everybody to watch it because it is very interesting. And it's, in that 15 minutes, you very concisely laid out why, it's a big deal for everybody. Bringing it to Ethereum and the race to bring it to Ethereum now, I think is going to be interesting. And I'm looking forward to watch that be delivered.
Yeah.
Vlad, did you have anything to add to this? I don't want to skip over you. I know you got stuff to talk about, but.
No, I just it was pretty much covered by Amateo, and I just want to say that it's really like GC. It's definitely for white coders, and as one of our targets is that, but like token holders will become builders who will create some kind of apps or things that might improve their lives or like make it easier to work on something, and also not only for them but also for another people. And like ZK and Nightfall is definitely should be more focused on enterprises and things like that. So I'm not sure we can like express it more, as Amateo already discussed all of these things and covered like 120% of it. So yeah, let's give GC for white coders.
Yeah, I'll just add one thing to that, which is like, these are not in competition with each other. And I just want the community to know that. Like, these aren't in competition with one each other. If someone wants to build a complete out-of-the-box compliance framework on GC and then give that as an option, that's great. That's great. Let's do it. It can handle that. GC can handle anything that you want to program, just to be clear. It's not like you can't do compliance on garbled circuits. I just want to be clear about that too. It's just when you dig into the deeper layer of these enterprises, what we want to do is have them be able to come to us with what is it that they do, what are their needs, and what are they trying to achieve, and that we don't have to push them away. We can say, okay, cool, here's the path.
Yeah, and we have something with very, very strong credentials and a lot of respect in the market because it was born at EY. Yeah, so it's a great door. It's a great door opener for us.
Exactly.
Mark, I see your question. If I don't forget to come back to it before the end of the show, you can remind me. You kind of touched on this, Amateo, but I just wanted to ask you something because we're seeing it a lot. And you kind of touched on it right there. But I'm going to ask you more directly. What would you say to the people who are calling this, embracing Nightfall and ZK as a pivot from GC? A lot of people are saying, they're saying things like, oh, this is COTI v3. They already realized that, ZK is superior. And I mean, anybody who's really been following and doing their homework, like you kind of after a while, you figured out, it's like, no, this is like a one-stop privacy shop. There are different reasons. there's all that stuff baked in that you talked about. So to those people specifically who are saying that, what would you say to them?
Yeah. I mean, I'll start by saying that I very much like Shahaf. Maybe we were similar in this. We're like, we don't have any issue with dealing with any kind of criticism, questions. It's really important. So I think that's why we get along well, is that we want to deal with this stuff and answer these things directly to make it clear. But this isn't a pivot. You can see there was a post that was done, and maybe you can pull this up, Trace, which was about the Grok, asking Grok, what is the best encryption protocol for highly scalable programmable privacy? And the answer is garbled circuits. Who else has that? Like that, it lists us. It talks about us. Someone else tested it. We reposted that today with Grok, and the answer remains the same. This isn't a pivot. This isn't a one versus the other. This was the post that was made today. That this user tested this for themselves, and Grok came back with the same answer, right? And I just want to be really clear with everyone. There is no other privacy protocol, ZK or elsewise, FHE, that can handle complex multi-party computation that's fully encrypted, cost effective, and completely programmable. I mean, it doesn't exist. A lot of these technologies are centered around obscuring coins, obscuring transactions. Some of these, they might be able to get to deeper, complex logic in time, but it's not there yet. It doesn't exist yet. So we're the only one to do this. And we'll talk about this, the Vibe Coding Challenge. This is extremely unique that people are able to just use AI to build actual encrypted, privacy-powered apps and dApps with a protocol like this. And we would be insane to walk away from a technological breakthrough that's completely in the lead, that's ahead of the world. Right. So this is lives alongside it. We're still in the early stages of Nightfall. It still has testnet, mainnet. We want to get people involved in testing this down the line. But right now, if you need privacy, you should be building with GC, especially if you're an app or a builder. There's no reason that you shouldn't be. But that, and I'll add to that. And sorry, I'm being little long-winded. I'll add to that, which is the proof that this is so valuable is the fact that we're bringing it to other layer ones and layer twos, right? We're bringing garbled circuits to Ethereum. That's happening this year. We're working on it. It's in the works. That should show all the belief in the world, but that is extremely powerful, and it's a huge unlock. It's a huge unlock. Up, you're muted, Soren.
Awesome, man.
And it's a great way to look at it for these people who are talking pivots and whatnot. Yeah, look at the footprint of garbled circuits with or without the collaboration with Nightfall. You have a much bigger footprint. Yeah, it's as clear as the light of day. I mean, to be honest, I think people who are thinking about this in other terms might be just doing it to wind everyone else up, because there is no pivot, and it's simply about expanding garbled circuits as quickly as possible, and this is one of the ways of doing it.
Yeah,
I just want to add a few words for Amateo things with regards of the ZK and garbled circuits. So in my head, it's like that. Imagine COTI as a runner who participating in marathon, and he has a 1 heart, garbled circuits. And then imagine he will get 1 more heart. Okay. So it will make it easier for him to finish and get the Grand Prix, right? So this is how I see it. And it's not about the competition behind the technologies, between the technologies. It's about the thing that can work out together.
Yeah, I think that's great.
It's about standing out in the market. Yeah, you have to stand out in the market. Like you said, Amateo, there's so many people claiming to do so many things with privacy. And the fact is, they can't do 10% of what they're claiming to do. And most of them are at least a year, between a year to 2 years behind where we are. Yeah, none of them are shipping production-ready privacy like we are. None of them. Yeah, from the biggest to the smallest, apart from coin shielding and things like you mentioned. Yeah, no one is shipping the things that we are, not even remotely close.
The idea of building a community of vibe coders to actually just build apps with privacy, that's like a long shot for a lot of protocols. There's some that are doing it, but it's very early, and it's very, like, to your point, Soren. I mean, I think the other thing to keep in mind is that I do think that Shahaf really does have such a strong leadership vision for where things are headed, which is why his mark on privacy so early was so prophetic in a way. But like, what's the next big thing that I think he also had the foresight on was that, like, oh man, all of these big enterprises and institutions, it's really coming to ETH. And while Ethereum gets a lot of flack and and there's a lot of questions about Ethereum and all these things. From the biggest enterprises in the world, they're looking at Ethereum as the quantum resistant settlement layer for the world's finance. And to do that at scale, you need a variety of layer 2 solutions that solve various use cases on ETH. So what are we doing? We've got garbled circuits, which exists as a layer 2 to settle on Ethereum. We have a ZK rollup that's going to settle on ETH. And we're bringing garbled circuits to Ethereum natively in case you just want to operate on the base chain. It's a bet on the future the banks are betting on.
Yeah, because if we weren't going to do that, even if everyone's building on Ethereum, it's going to be a fragmented experience for them. Yeah, and that's what the EEA and the privacy working group's all about, to make sure that this fragmentation does not occur, or that it gets minimized down to a level where it's not annoying the hell out of everyone. Yeah, and that's why the Ethereum mainnet integration of Nightfall is so important.
Yeah. Soren, to your point, like Paul Brody's biggest concern is fragmentation.
Yeah.
So
I noticed he mentioned it quite a few times during the summit as well, and it's quite obvious that's the biggest threat to Ethereum, because everyone's going to pile in, and if nobody knows what they're doing and there are no standards for how to do this, how to do that, it's quickly going to go the other way.
Yeah, that's right.
We could talk about COTI Nightfall, garbled circuits, ZK, and upcoming privacy on demand forever.
May I just point out, Tracer, sorry to jump in there. A community member reached out to Paul Brody and asked him if he wanted to come on COTI Confidential, and he said, "Yeah, no issues. I always got time. Just hit me up with a DM, and I'll come and talk to you guys." So get ready, Amateur. We're gonna have him in the studio one of these days.
Amazing. He's awesome. I would love to join too when he's here.
Very. He seems like a very down to earth kind of guy, and I'd really love to have him in for 20 minutes, half an hour, and also to talk about his own private, because he's basically doing some stuff for himself now as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he really is a visionary in the space, and it's great to see.
All right, let's get to it. I know Vlad wanted to talk about this and then an extension of that. So I don't know who wants to take this one. But let's start at third place just for fun. And maybe, either Vlad or Amateo, you guys can kind of head this one up.
Vlad, you kick it off, and then I'll add to this. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. No problem. So again, congrats to all of the winners of our Vibe Coding event. And let's discuss the third place that got Noetica. And his price of 10K COTI. So he built like privacy first AA therapist. And for me, actually, I never experienced and thought about the therapy in crypto and how it's really important for the people who are like in crypto space, in Web3, since it's it's very stressful to be in it. It's very changeable, and definitely one of the things that we need every day is the AI therapist. And this is amazing tool that can be built by person, by code, without knowing code, just vibe coded, just no team, nothing, just by a prompt you did the AI therapist that can help people, that can assist you in some questions, in some problems that you might have. And I guess we are living just in an amazing time when if you have a problem in your head, you can just make a prompt and your ideas will become like a reality. And even though you will use it, 1,000 of people can use it as well. And I guess this is amazing. So yeah, definitely worth a try if you would like to ask something in the AI therapist. Just go to the Noetica, connect your wallet, and By the way, you also can connect a Cipher Trade app as well there, not only the MetaMask. So definitely need a try. And if you have an iPhone, please download the test flight, try it out. My own experience, and I'm saying that in the test mode, it's amazing. Like, I'm not sure how it will be when it will be approved, and but definitely worth a try. Yeah, Noetica, it's an amazing like AI built therapist, and that's cool stuff. I hope it will get more features, like more advanced like response to the people who has more complicated issues. So yeah, good luck to the builder.
Yeah, and I'll just add to that so my wife is a therapist, licensed clinical therapist, which is amazing. Highly recommend marrying a therapist. But we talk all the time because all these people are using ChatGPT and Claude, and they're pouring everything into these AIs about their personal life, and there's a lot of risk there, and it's pretty concerning. And there's already been concerning things around that. So the idea of an encrypted chat to have the most sensitive conversations is just super smart. And the fact that it rewards you for your own mental health journey, I mean, great idea. Definitely deserving of third place.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move to number 2 here.
Second place.
And
The thing why I like this app is that how the structure, because there is a lot of things like Polymarket, right? A lot of different platforms built nowadays, but the structure of this prediction platform is a bit different, because the scrolling thing nowadays, oh, I don't know, like, just make everything with scrolling and it will be successful. I don't know another thing that I don't know. Maybe we need to make a treasury also a scrollable thing, so it will get a more attention out there. But as I said, like, prediction market, that it looks like a TikTok. I have no words. Like, I just want to see it live. I just want to see it working, and with a lot of liquidity out there. And I also want to say that Amateo connect me with Eden, and we already talked about everything, and how this app was built, and what was the purpose of it, and why exactly he want to build a privacy prediction platform. So I guess, like, there is no more comments on it. I just think that, how everyone's saying that bicycle was already invented. It's something like a bicycle, but it's different. It's different structure. And when you found the right structure, this is how this app can be successful. It's my point of view on here.
Yeah, I thought this was a really clever one. Like you go to a prediction markets page, they're not that engaging, and you poke around. There's all sorts of interesting reasons to have like privacy layer in prediction markets, but the idea of a fun scroll through is just really clever, and really like this concept. And as Vlad mentioned, we're in touch with Eden, and he did a great job on this. He was really passionate about it, and he's really passionate about continuing to build it. And that was, I would say, one of the biggest motivations here with this challenge was inspiring people to planting a seed of like, try it out. And then what happened? It's like, I want to build this into a real product, and how can you guys help me? That's exactly what we are looking to do. And it's in motion. So congrats to Eden. Killer idea. Sometimes I'm like, man, I just feel kind of stupid that I can't come up with this stuff, because these guys are just so creative. They're so creative. It's amazing to see.
I agree.
All right, and the big one that anybody who's been in Telegram, COTI Confidential, everybody knows this one.
It's
From when they integrated Pango into Carbon DeFi and just been building, ever since the winner Pango, right?
I just want to say a big shout out to Maurice. Like, hello, if you are watching me. Like, this guy is for such a long time here, and he's a very like a long time supporter of COTI, and to build this app that where you can stake, where you can like send, receive COTI. Like, it's just you like also launch NFTs, launch tokens. I mean, that's amazing. And one more thing is to come. It's Pango games. I mean, I'm addicted to Pango games right now. To be honest, they released a race game. I guess it's Pango Racer. No, I'm every day starting, like, I'm watching emails, then I'm replying to some emails, and then I need to play it. I can't stop.
We'll put you in touch with Matteo's wife. Don't worry.
I mean, yeah, definitely. In one day, I'll need that. too much racing. I guess if they will add scrolling as well, that will be crazy, scrolling racing game. So yeah.
I think one of the things that I like most with Pango is that they built a whole DeFi suite around what is in the big picture of things is a tiny community. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have a very loyal community and we have a growing community, but in the big scheme of things, we're still a very small community. And I really applaud them for getting in there, rolling their sleeves up, and building everything that they're building. And I just saw one post they made today, 140,000 transactions.
Wow.
They're closing in on, yeah. So really, they deserve all the success that they're getting because they are our OG DeFi protocol.
Yeah,
in terms of community builds. Yeah,
it's amazing. We had a couple other submissions. One was like private messaging, etc. And really, Pango has it all baked in already, which was a huge factor, I think, in us doing all the math in terms of why this took the top spot. It's such a robust product. I actually had to reach out to Maurice and the project and say, was this actually vibe coded? like was this because it's so robust, and he provided the proof, and he said it took over 200 iterations. So this is a huge build, you guys. A huge build. I mean, it's just so robust. He said it took 200 iterations with different inputs and AI packages, and who knows what he spent on credits for this. It's really incredible, and it's amazing to see that we're starting to have this real community built DeFi and utility-based ecosystem forming with Pango and Cipher Trade, and like, wow, this is awesome. This is awesome.
I just realized if you're a developer and you know the things, how to make the code right and to make the app working, but here it's another level. You just need to think out how exactly to prompt the thing, and it's not like about just to make it some simple things. It's about the complicated system where there is a lot of features. So it's a big job done here, and yeah, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, congrats to everybody.
Super
Absolutely.
Cool.
And I also want to just give a big shout out and thanks to everyone who engaged in the group. The contributions, the supporting one another, we're really creating a culture of vibe coders. We also send a little bonus gift to the runners up. I mean, this is just a token of our appreciation of everyone's time. I'll say that this is just the beginning. We're going to work on another round of this challenge. Just need a little bit of time to get it all put together. But the next vibe coding challenge will be here. So start coming up with your ideas, start putting together your creativity. You can start working on it now if you want. We'll have a little spin to this next round, but this isn't the end. And for all those who've already built amazing apps, keep building and keep engaging. And we as a team here at COTI, we're here to support. We want to help drive users. We want to help grow your products. We want to help you keep building. So,
And I know Vlad.
Yeah, go ahead, Tracer. Go ahead.
Go for it. No, go for it. Go for it, and then I'll.
I was just about to in continuation to the Amateo's words with regards of the vibe coders and the community thing. I was thinking like maybe more than 3 weeks or something of things how to grow our vibe coders audience, how to make it more live, more like a small family, where people want to engage in like every week or hang out or like virtually. So yesterday, before I go to bed, I had an idea in my mind to create like a pilot podcast where Tracer and me will be hosts, and one guest, vibe coder, who will discuss and explain his journey, not from the technical part, because there is a lot of podcasts where people are teaching like how to vibe code, what kind of tools you need to do, what kind of prompts you need to make. But here, I guess also one of the important things is about to hear the personal journey of the person who created and vibe coded the app. Like, what was the purpose of it? Why exactly? Like, what was the first prompt? It's also interesting, and like just to see the thing behind the code, behind the scenes, and it's important as well to not like have a podcast with the people who build, for example, exactly on COTI network. Also, it will be very interesting and it will grow our community here. Is like I was trying to find out the people who were vibe coded, not only on crypto but also in Web3, or just like people from not from crypto space who just vibe coded some interesting apps. And it's also very interesting to hear their stories, like and they have their own like bubble, their own community, that if we will have a podcast together, their community will join ours. We will discuss more about COTI. Some of them definitely will be happy to get more information or join the Vibe Code event. And in this way, we will get a fresh new blood who even never been in crypto but like vibe coding. And in this kind of way, we can find a synergy where we can find some kind of connection where privacy might be in their potential vibe code apps, etc. So there can be a lot of guests out there, and this is how I guess the best way how we can grow the community exactly of vibe coders, and who knows where it will bring us.
Killer. I'm excited about that.
I think the best part of your idea, the part that I like the best by some distance, is that you guys are focusing on people outside our little bubble. Yeah, I think that's the best part of it. Talk to people who are not from our community and maybe not even in crypto. Just talk to vibe coders and have a non-technical discussions about the sort of trip that they're on, the journey that they're on. I think that's the best part of it. I really like that.
Yeah, and I guess the most important thing, just as per me, maybe it's the non-technical part of it, and make this podcast feels like you you're like in a circle of friends where you just discussing stuff, and you can be as silly as you want. You don't need to be technically skilled and show that you are the king of the kings. It's just to make it very easy to go like promote our Vibe Coders group, where the people with the same synergy, with the same positivity, who will never like say something bad for you if you did a mistake or something that you don't know. We are all here to learn something new, and vibe coding is something new here, and this is, I guess, an era of AI, and we need to adapt to it. And this community might definitely help you to build something interesting. And if some people will watch this podcast and think, why these people can build it, why I can't? I have an idea in my mind, but I was blocked, and I think that I was too silly and not too technical to create it. But here we go. There is a lot of people who can bring it up to life. So why not? And I guess this is one of the important things here.
So before we kick y'all out of here and end the show, I'll let you go first, Vlad. Is there anything that you just wanted to say before we see you on the next Vibe Coding podcast?
I'm disappointed that all of you are with some COTI stuff like Joshua Head or Fisher. By the way, if you want to know the story about Joshua Head, just drop the comment Joshua Head, and in the next confidential we will let you know what the story what is. So yeah.
That was one of my favorite moments from Bangkok, bro. That video lives. That was a good one.
Yeah, it was one of the most dangerous moments when I was stealing all that extra merch.
That might happen.
I really felt I was doing something dangerous there.
Yeah,
my boy still wears the COTI Vibe Code shirts to school, so I think that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Amazing. Yeah, so definitely next time I will be in some COTI stuff, because I'm in the middle of the moving from apartment to the house. Some new experience for me. So I definitely like house most. I have in my own yard. My dog can run away. I already had a barbecue, so I don't know what can be much better.
Congrats, man. Congrats.
Yeah, cool. Congratulations. You've been doing such a great job.
Big.
Yeah, thank you.
So what about you, Amateo? Anything to close out the show for us?
Let's see.
Hey, how about I know you probably can't answer everything, but I know you guys are working on it. So how about we go really quickly back to Mark's question here?
Sure.
Because this, before COTI Nightfall, before a lot of the newer things that came out, every time we talk about Node's ecosystem, those shows would light up, those posts on X. Like it was, for us, it was always the best engagement. So whatever you can tell us before we come out. See, Mark, I didn't forget. Look at that.
All right. Shout out, Mark. I mean, what I can say is it's definitely in development process and progress, and the team is working on it. We've got, what can I say? I'll say that the UI UX looks super slick and is really user-friendly. And I think everyone's going to be really pleased with how simple it is to go through the flow of setting up and running a node. And all of that is there. There's some back-end work being done. I don't want to give exact timelines because, I've been building in this space for 7 years, and tech takes time, and tech, sometimes requires some refinement, requires some optimization, but there is quite a bit that's already complete here. We're really excited for this next piece of it. It's not fallen by the wayside. So I don't think it should be too long before we're able to debut this. And I'm already working on the go-to-market for it myself. So.
Now, if anybody wants to front run the Nodes V2 ecosystem, jump into the COTI Confidential Telegram chat. I have a script that will spin up your testnet node or your mainnet node, because I don't know if you guys know this, but anybody can run on mainnet right now. It doesn't mean you're going to be eligible for rewards, but you can get warm and fuzzy with it before you go to V2. So I have a script for that. It makes it really easy. Honestly, if you can, use Google, you should be able to spin up that node. All you need is a VPS And yeah, so if you want to do that before Noah gets ecosystem, jump into COTI Confidential's Telegram chat.
Tracer,
And
I have a
just,
confession for you. Is that I'm lurking in that group. I don't know if I should be, but I'm lurking.
like
I
as
made-
you, I think.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm there. I joined the group.
I know that.
Okay.
I know that.
Okay.
I know that.
Yeah.
No, Vlad's in there. Vlad's in there as an admin.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah.
No,
we-
it's not.
we love our team members.
We are very good at spotting lurkers, Mateo. Lurk as much as you want. We'll quickly spot you.
All right.
Anything else
thank
for me, you guys, while you have me? I know we're getting.
Well, I mean,
I'm here.
I know that I can't generate a link for the Vibe Code group, so maybe look at your group settings, because otherwise I would have thrown that up here. So I can add members, but I can't generate a link.
Okay, let me see.
So
let me see.
we'll make sure we get that either now or on the next show. But Soren, do you have any closing comments, sir?
No, not really. I thought we covered a lot of interesting subjects. I think it was really important tonight that we covered some of the things around the partnership with Ernst Young, because there are a lot of misunderstandings about how big and how important this is. And definitely, I'm looking forward to having Paul Brody and Mateo, maybe even Shahaf. That would be an interesting confidential show.
I won't say the
thanks
exact
very
time,
much
but
to you, Mateo and Vlad, for showing up tonight for us.
anytime, you guys. Anytime.
Yeah, you're always welcome. Tracer, I sent you the link.
I did too.
Okay, I'm gonna pop up a QR code here at some point as soon as I have a chance. But obviously, the best way to get that is maybe from the COTI Confidential Telegram chat. And yeah,
you
I'd
can
like
also
to
just
thank-
go to the Vibe Coding landing page, and the Vibe Coding landing page has that also.
Yeah.
Has the link.
All right. There's the QR code for anybody who can use it. We'll post that in COTI Confidential, etc. But I want to thank our very special guests for being here today, and we will twist their arm and try to get them here more often. Soren, excellent weekly update. Thank you so much. Looking forward to it again next week. And you'll see Vlad in a couple weeks for the first Vibe Code podcast, which is going to be pretty interesting. And I like what you said. You don't have to be serious. You just come out and have fun. We'll just build a little community of Vibe Coders. But that's it. Thank you from all of us from coast to coast and around the world. This is COTI Confidential signing off. Take care of each other, and we'll see you on the next one.
Stay Cody.
Code so slick, circus stay garbled. Encrypted hustle, no chains, no marbles. Faster than the rest, cost stays humble. Breaking through the game, watch others crumb. Nobody do it like this. Circuits in the mist, faster, cheaper, sharper, crypto alchemist. Others stuck in the lane, we flipping the twist. Gobble circuits, baby, we the future, don't miss. Others move slow, we quantum and speed. Blocks they can't touch, fulfilling the need. Chains bound tight, but we unshackled. While they debug, our code is tackled. What they can't do, we already done. Their game outdated, we just begun. Algorithms flex, they can't compete. Circuit